I'm Mark Saxton,
And I'm Code Red Lawson.
and this is Blue Collar Sports Talk. I'm gonna tell you
Back
something.
for another show.
Before we get into everything else, we are proud, extremely proud, extremely excited for the future. We are proud to be a part of E5280sports.com. Please look us up on their platform. We are now one. It is time to talk some shit, Code Red. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Been a long week, and I've been waiting for this. A lot of shit going down.
And
Cheers, buddy.
personally, wait. Personally, 5280 Sports, thank you for the opportunity. Thanks for having us. Let's hope we do you proud. That being said, Code Red, like you said, dude, a fucking week. What a week.
So many signings. The NFL has been going bananas, dude. Just completely banana. I can't think of another word for it. Just bananas. Absolutely crazy. One thing after another. When I thought it couldn't get worse for the Packers, it got worse. We let go of our boy, Aaron Jones, dude. The heart of our locker room, the heart of our offense. A lot of argument around Jay loves the heart. He turned it around mid-season. He was up and down and then finished strong. But Aaron Jones has been the life and the heart in that locker room and on the offensive side of the ball.
I'm glad. First of all, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm glad you brought that up. I mean,
I'm sad. I don't even want to talk about it if I'm going to be honest.
No, me either.
Because it makes me sad.
Packer faithful here. For the new followers that don't know me and Code Red Lawson here, both Packer fans.
I'm the rare breed of Cubs fan for baseball, Chicago Blackhawk fan for hockey. Unfortunately, at the moment, had better days.
I'm a more rare fan. I'm a San Diego Padres, Green Bay Packers fan. That's a whole nother story that I would love to get into. If you guys have questions, let me know. But here's my thing. I'm glad you brought it up. Yes, they did bring up Jordan Love was the heart of the locker room, heart of the offense. They also had some arguments that maybe Bakhtiari was the guy, right? My problem is this. Through thick and thin, Aaron Jones played through injury. When he couldn't play, he didn't, obviously, but he played through injury. He played no matter what the schedule was. He played no matter what the record was. He was a big reason last year that we got as far as we did.
And ran the ball hard as every time. He ran as hard every time he got the ball. Never given. I think he had the most yards after contact of any running back in the league.
And here's my problem with the Packers organization. Once again, this is another example of how they cannot take care of their people. This would have been 2 contract signings in a row where they would have asked him to take a pay cut. After he's one of the most, what's the word?
Loyal.
Yes, loyal, but he's the biggest contributor to your offense, and now you want to cut his legs off financially.
Twice. Do it again. Just be like, hey, Aaron, we'd love to keep you. Remember how you took that pay cut last year, 2 years ago? Yeah, we're gonna need you to do that again if you want to stay.
And then turn around, play the victim card. Like, oh, we couldn't do it.
And sign Josh Jacobs,
I'm a big believer. I'm a big believer that Brian Gutekunst is another extension of this board that doesn't give a fuck about any of our players.
It's upsetting, dude. It's very upsetting. And look, coming in, getting Josh Jacobs as a replacement, it's a good replacement. Okay, I'm not pissed off with his replacement. I'm just pissed off that we let him go. I forget where I saw it, but it was like for 30 minutes the Packers had the greatest 1-2 running back in the entire league. Because as soon as it was announced that we signed Josh Jacobs, I'm waiting.
We cut Aaron Jones.
I'm waiting for the update because I'm like, okay, if we just sign Josh Jacobs to this deal, we're cutting Aaron Jones and there you have it. 30 minutes later,
here's my problem,
Aaron Jones
Correct.
cut
Here's my
to the
problem,
Vikings, bro. He's gonna look so ugly in purple.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
That breaks me.
look. I hope that we win. Okay, let me just say this for record. I hope the first game that we play the Vikings. I don't care if it's in Lambeau. I don't care if it's in Minnesota. I want Aaron Jones to have 4 fucking touchdowns and 200 all-purpose yards. And I want us to barely win in overtime. I still want us to win, but I want
Right.
Aaron Jones to run it down our fucking throats, and I won't
want him
even
to
be
send
that
a
mad.
message. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He had every right to be pissed off. He had every right to get down and dirty. And you know what he said? I'm not worried about the Packers. I don't care
Class
about
act.
the Packers.
Always been a class act.
Dude, what a guy.
Always.
What a guy. And here's my thing. He had every right to drag them through the mud. He had every right to let the Packers know that they're a bunch of assholes.
All right. Now let's go positive. Because
Hold
I
on,
hate talking about it.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Keep it going.
I want to add on to this, right? I want to add on to this. Now, with Aaron Jones going, you made a comment. Josh Jacobs, is a good running back. Not disagreeing. This is not a rebuttal by any means. But I will say this, right? We still lose in the pickup. Josh Jacobs is not better than Aaron Jones.
No, agreed.
Josh Jacobs is very talented. He has potential. But my question is why go to potential when you had the right now?
So you got the injury bug that Aaron Jones has been bit by, the past few years. This year, especially first game of the season against the Bears, he went off.
But what did he come back for? I agree. Yeah, coming off an injury. Yeah. I agree. But what did he came back for?
He came back and fucking kicked him in the fucking teeth. Yeah.
He did his job.
No. Agreed. But I was going to expand on that as Josh Jacobs. That dude's got miles on him, man. He was the Raiders offense in Oakland, I guess now Vegas, sorry. In Vegas for years now. That dude has taken a beating. He's no spring chicken. It's not like we're signing a 2-year vet Josh Jacobs, not even a 3-year vet Josh Jacobs. Like I saw some things in comments saying like, yeah, but we're the winner. We got the younger running back. Aaron Jones is getting older, and it's like, dude, by what 3 years? And then Josh Jacobs has carried the load for the Raiders for the past 5 years. It's upsetting, dude.
Let's not forget how beat up. The Raiders offensive, entire team.
Everyone.
But like I said, I'm not trying to take anything away from Jacobs. I don't think it's a bad pickup. I think it was a bad transition. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like we're not getting anything better with Josh Jacobs than we didn't already have with Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones knows our offense. And guess what? He's going over to the fucking Minnesota Vikings with all of our offense. He has all of our obviously, LaFleur's going to do his thing. He's going to change what he needs to change when we're playing the Vikings, but he's got all of our offense. He knows the plays, and what is it? Like what is it with this weird relationship we have with the Oakland Raiders? Yeah. Devontae Adams, Jordy Nelson, now we got Josh Jacobs, but Aaron Jones didn't go to the Raiders.
But the same thing with the Vikings, right? The same thing with the Vikings. I mean, yeah, Favre, you know what I mean?
Well, he did go to the Jets first, but he wound up on the fucking Vikings.
But I mean, Favre and Jones weren't the only players to end up in a Vikings uniform. You know what I mean?
It's like Greg Jennings. Greg Jennings.
Yeah. So I mean,
it was at the end of his career, but it's still upsetting to see.
But my problem, and I'm going to name it. I'm going to list it as a problem. Because here it is. You've got the guy that we love to root for, a class act, a great running back. And I hope he runs it down fucking Gutekunst's fucking throat. I really do. I hate the Vikings.
We're going to win the game. but I want
Right.
Aaron Jones to have the game of his fucking life against
Agreed.
us.
Agreed.
I want him to have us on the
I want
ropes.
him to rub it in Brian Gutekunst's fucking nose, dude.
And he's such a class act. He'll do nothing but put up numbers. That's how he's gonna rub it in.
And he's not even
Put
going
up
to act
fucking
like he was
numbers.
a Packer. He's such a class act. He's not even going to act like he was a Packer when he wins.
Ugh.
When he comes back to Green Bay, when he goes back to Lambeau, he'll act like he's about it. You know what I mean? He'll show love to the fans because the fans are going to show love to him. But he's not going to rub it in our noses, and that's going to make it even worse for that front office.
Oh damn! What was I gonna say?
Sorry, I went on a rant. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. Oh, damn, I was gonna add something else, but it's fine. But let's talk about a positive signing after we had let go of Darnell Savage, which really hurt me because that was the last. That was the last Packer on the Packers or non-retired Packer that I had a jersey of.
Yeah, and he was drafted. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no other Packer current
Quick
Packer.
side story. Do you know what Michaela, my wife, folks at home, you know what Michaela said to me? Babe, you're the curse. I was like, excuse me? She goes, think about it. Every jersey you've gotten, they've traded away. And I was like, stop yourself.
Hey, you got that J Love jersey, so you better hang on to that tight.
Dude, I'm not only am I hanging on to it tight, but I'm gonna put a Jesus candle next to it.
You had Ha Clinton Dix too as well.
Sure did.
Hey, that was a solid trade because he left to make nothing and did nothing on the Bears. Had like what, one pick? So
right. But he was good as a Packer. I mean,
he was very good. He fit great in our defense. But
and
speaking of safeties, Xavier McKinney, 4-year deal.
What a pick! What a pick! I'm okay with that.
Very happy with that. We re-signed Corey Ballantyne, who looked great, and
Ballantyne did look good.
Keyshawn Nixon. Oh, Keyshawn.
I was worried that we weren't going to sign him. I was worried because our special teams has been hurting for the last 8 years.
Hey, how about that fumble too against the fucking Niners?
Dude,
he had that great run back and then that fumble. I forget who the no name was who jumped on it. My fault.
What a heart skipping moment.
At the end of the day, it didn't matter. But our offense on special teams, as far as kickoff return, I'm not talking about the punt team. Punt team still needs some work.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as our return team on kickoffs, it has been great with Keyshawn Nixon. He's been a great corner. Great signing, dude.
I agree.
Very, very happy to see him back as well as Corey Ballantyne because
you know what I was excited to see was Jair wanted to stay. So Alexander, arguably one of the best cornerbacks.
Don't speak too quick. Shit can still happen.
Well,
don't speak too quick. But he said he wants to stay.
Yeah, I'm going off of what he said. So I think because Jair's one of those guys. He's going to let you know, right? He's going to say, "Hey, I think if he stays with McKinney, we add maybe another cornerback to help Ballantyne, to help Alexander, to help Eric Stokes if he can come back healthy. Maybe we've got a good secondary to hold on."
I'm liking our team. I hate losing Aaron Jones, but I'm liking the signings we made. Other than Aaron Jones is a hard. Oh, we also signed AJ Dillon.
Yes, I was
re-signed AJ Dillon. So got a good little 1-2 punch.
I do want to say that on top of it all, it's sad to see him go, but I'm okay with it. Bakhtiari, right? It was just time.
Yeah, no, it's time. It was time. Yeah.
And hold on, folks.
SDSU just closed it out.
SDSU. Ready? Wait a second. SDSU. SDSU. Fight. My boys are going to the championship tomorrow night. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's
possibly
go
make another
run. Aztecs.
Make another run at March Madness, huh?
Yes, let's fucking do it. And here's the thing. Utah State at one point was up by 19. We came back to win. I think we're over 10 right now.
Wow.
But it's over. Let's fucking go, boys. All right,
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'll get back to that.
Big, all right, I want to talk about a big signing in the NFL that rocked me on my heels when I saw it. I don't know how you felt. Kirk Cousins going to the Falcons, 4 years, $180 million.
Here's my thing.
What are the Vikings thinking, dude? Who are they? Who are they getting? Who are they getting?
Here's my thing. What was his name? Mallard or something like that? The
The backup, yeah.
Mullins. He wasn't bad, right? They might be trying a page out of the Niners book where you don't need a top paid quarterback to make it happen, right? Obviously, Brock Purdy making it happen without being one of the top paid. Now, Kirk Cousins coming off of an injury. Maybe that wasn't
Gnarly
terrible.
Achilles.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't a terrible call. Now, I'm not saying I agree, but I'm saying maybe it wasn't a terrible call to not sign him, let him go, let somebody else pay big money. He might have a big season, but maybe you can build a better team around a cheaper but good quarterback.
Yeah, but who? So who? That's what I want to hear. Who are the Vikings going for? They're 11th in the draft. So we all know Caleb Williams is going to be gone.
Right.
He's going to be gone. Possibly to the Bears. I mean, we still don't know what's going on with Justin Fields. In my opinion, I think the Bears need to get a fucking O-line, dude. You
Agreed.
got to have
Oh
some.
yeah.
You
But
can't just
see,
keep drafting defense and trading for defense, getting wide receivers and I mean, you saw it with DJ Moore. DJ Moore was a fucking animal last year.
he's a king.
Now they got Keenan Allen. They
What,
got another
eight-time Pro
tight
Bowler,
end.
eight-time Pro Bowler. I mean, what are we talking?
DeAndre Swift now there. I mean, and they had David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert. They had a
Which,
good
yeah,
offense.
the running back tandem was not a problem. And I will say this, and this goes back to episodes back for your new followers, a part of 5280 Sports. I will, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it 1,000 times more. But the problem being isn't Justin Fields. It wasn't Mitch Trubisky. It wasn't insert 14 fucking other quarterbacks here. I think it's
It
the
might have been Mitch
Bears.
Trubisky. It might have been Mitch
I don't know. I
Trubisky.
don't know. I don't know because they throw everything on this rookie and expecting a godly performance for 18 weeks, and I just don't see it. You need, for example, Justin Fields. In my opinion, Justin Fields his first two, maybe even 3 seasons, he needed to be holding a clipboard, not carrying his teammates on his shoulders. Not only that, not only that, but you're talking about a kid who he's grown into it better, but he's had trouble making decisions on the throw, making decisions on when to run, making decisions, poor decisions, if you will, in the pocket. Is that necessarily his fault? Because
Well,
they've all got growing pains.
I mean, half the time the guy's running for his life
Yeah,
just to not get sacked. So it's like they want to criticize him for constantly being a running quarterback. The dude doesn't have time in the pocket to set himself and make a fucking pass.
right.
And like I'm not, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of times to where he moves a certain way and he should have stayed in the pocket. But when you're constantly being pressured 100%, you have zero time and you have no trust or faith in your offensive line, that shit's gonna happen, dude. The Bears need to move away from trying to stack this glory defense that they had in the 80s that won them a fucking Super Bowl and be real and build an offensive line around a quarterback, someone as such as Justin Fields. Dude, he's played tremendously in
And
games.
and here's the thing. Here's the thing too, though, is because everybody, like, they try to say like Justin Fields is his greatest player. Some of these Bears fans, and then you got some of the opposite where Justin Fields is this worst quarterback that ever. Like, they compared him to Ryan Leaf, I've heard. And here's the problem. I don't think he's either. I think he's a solid quarterback with the help.
He needs help.
Yeah, with
He
help.
needs more than DJ Moore and Keenan Allen
He
to be
needs,
able to
like
to
you
to
said,
play.
he needs blocking. And I think you can honestly turn him into a we'll say a 2.0 Michael Vick, just not as strong as an arm. I really do.
I would argue it couldn't even be, he could even just be a taller right-handed Michael Vick.
Yeah, and that's what I think.
Dude can fly.
Well, not only that, but I feel like his decision making isn't a bonehead. I mean, it is,
He has some, but
but it's more of a I want to fucking win. It's not. I'm gonna make this
look,
decision for me.
I'm telling you, you build an offensive line around Justin Fields and watch good things happen.
I agree.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
I agree.
And so if they go with Caleb Williams in this draft, I hope they get something. I don't
But
hope.
I hope it bites him in the ass. I really
Yeah,
do. I
yeah,
hope it
yeah.
bites him in the ass.
I mean, you're gonna bring Caleb Williams on there. The dude's gonna have. It's a different game here in the NFL, dude.
Right.
You can't not have a line.
I want to bring this up. Two big retirements: Fletcher Cox, Jason Kelsey. First of all, I truly believe Jason Kelsey is a national treasure. What a great guy. What a great guy. I have nothing personal against the Eagles. I don't like them. I never cared for them. But I've got nothing personal against the Eagles. Like to see Jason Kelsey get do his thing. I think now that he's gone, the tush push is going to be irrelevant.
Not irrelevant. It'll
I
still
do.
happen. It won't be
Nope.
as successful.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be
All
successful
right,
at all.
all
The
right.
tush push is because of
Or
Jason Kelsey.
or the brotherly shove. So here, let's start a new thing. We're gonna call it the love shove, huh?
There you go. Hey,
The
there you
love
go.
shove.
But I
I think
think
Josh Jacobs might be a little stronger than Aaron Jones. No offense, but if he gets behind him and he starts pushing
maybe,
Jordan Love
maybe.
with that line, let's go.
But no, Jason Kelsey, all the best. Hate to see it go. What a guy! What a good
Ooh,
guy.
another big retirement today. Aaron Donald retired.
Yes, and hey, thank you for everything you've done for the game, sir.
Did you see? I mean, I don't know how real it was, but Kyler Murray responded to it and said, "Thank God."
Yeah, he needed that. No, he needed that. He needed. He was running for his life most of his fucking career. Most of his 4 or 5 year career, whatever it is. Um, some re-signings I want to talk about for the Bucks. Baker. First
Well
of all, coming
deserved.
back. Baker.
Well deserved. Baker
Agreed.
Mayfield.
Agreed. What is it? Hold on. I have
3 year. 3 year 100.
3 years.
Dude,
Yep,
3 year
3 years.
100 mil, right?
3 years.
Boy
Yeah,
got
3 years.
paid.
100 mil, but 80 guaranteed. And they also got Mike Evans back for 2 more years.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's huge. That's real huge. I think good on the Bucks. And like you said, what was it a couple? I don't know, month, 2 months ago. You called him the comeback player of the year, and I couldn't agree more. What a season that guy had.
Bucks wouldn't have made it as far as they did without Baker.
Agreed.
Injured too. You see him running for first downs. The guy wants to win,
A lot of
and
people,
it's
a
so
lot of
great to see.
people, they lost faith with Baker because he did have a Super Bowl contender in Cleveland. I will give the arguers that, but for whatever reason, everything clicked in Tampa, and they had less of a team.
There was a lot of factors when it came down to Cleveland too. I mean, you look at it who he was facing. It was the powerhouse of Kansas City Chiefs. And let's look at where they're at now. Still fucking winning Super Bowls.
Right.
Still beating down the AFC. You can't look in too much of that Cleveland team because I just don't think that they had enough to beat the Chiefs at the end of the day, no matter what.
Right.
On both sides of the ball, the Chiefs had them beat. So, but yeah, Baker fucking made it happen. He deserves the money. He deserves it. I mean, it's it's a lot of fucking money for 3 years. Like, damn, quarterbacks are getting paid. You know who's not getting paid? Running backs.
Dude.
Running backs
They're
are
getting
getting
shit on.
just they're realizing that how replaceable they are, how
Are
easy,
you
how
ready? Are
much
you
they
ready
get
for this?
injured.
Are you ready for this, dude?
Painful, man.
Austin Eckler talking about, at least the top 10. I mean, I'm not going to go into numbers right now. He could probably even be better. But at the very least, the top 10 running backs in the league. He had a bad year last year.
Yeah, he definitely took a step back.
But here's the thing. He went to the fucking Commanders.
Commies.
Dude, the commies.
Ugh.
Here's my thing.
Ugh.
To leave a new
Ugh.
Harbaugh team with Justin Herbert with the ability to grow, and you go to a team like the commies who just got rid of Sam Howell. I mean, who's their quarterback now? I don't know.
They're hoping that the Bears pass up on Caleb Williams, I think.
Yeah, but this is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So what I'm saying is, Eckler going to the commies, right? I think Brees Hall just left the Jets.
Did he? I
Yeah,
didn't see that.
he's a free agent, and there's another other big running back other than our plunder. Who's the other one? Oh, Tony Pollard leaving Dallas. So I mean,
Oh yeah, Pollard is Titans.
yeah. So I mean,
Titans had to replace Henry somehow.
I just don't understand how these running backs are getting shit on so much. I mean,
Dude, Derrick Henry to the Baltimore Ravens. Listen to this to how much he's getting paid, dude. Derrick fucking Henry, 2 years, $16 million. That's a slap in the foot. They look at these short year contracts. Aaron Jones got one year, $7 million. Dude,
deserves
it makes
more.
me fucking.
Deserves more.
They're replaceable. You know, they're looking for the young guys who can get hit harder, keep playing. I mean, Josh
Speaking
Jacobs got a hefty payday, but
speaking of quarterbacks, what do you think about Russell Wilson going to Pittsburgh?
ooh, Steel City, let's ride,
And
let's weld.
what
What
did
do you
they
say?
just trade? They just traded Pickett for a trade and a swap of a trade, correct?
I mean, I don't blame them getting rid of Pickett. I don't think he was anything special.
Hot take.
Um,
Hot take. Here's my problem. So
let's hear it.
who did they call the duck? What was his name? Just had his name and I drew a blank.
The Duck.
The duck.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
And he played for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky?
I'm gonna kick myself.
No, because Pickett came after Roethlisberger. I can't think of anyone else.
Mason Rudolph.
Oh yeah. Okay, it
Mason
was Rudolph.
Rudolph. Okay, I'm gonna say this: Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett. Pittsburgh Steelers did the same thing that the Bears did. You pick a rookie, you throw him in. Oh, he's not doing good, and you yank him. Oh, well, this didn't do good, so we're gonna throw him back in. Then you yank him. Oh, well, this didn't do good, and then you throw him back in, and then you yank him. That is not gonna produce any kind of good numbers from any human being. This is not gonna happen. The Bears did the same thing. The only one that they didn't do it with is Fields, but Fields just
No, they
didn't
did
have
it. They
his
did it
arm.
with well, they've just been hanging on to Fields because he's shown some
But they
fucking
did.
life.
But the Bears did it with Mitch. The Bears did it with the guy before Mitch.
I mean, when was the last time that a straight up rookie went in, took over a team, and eventually brought them a Super Bowl?
But that's my argument, though. That's my
Who?
argument is why.
Everyone has sat on the sidelines for a couple years. Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith.
Yeah,
J Love sat behind fucking
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers. I mean, granted, we know we don't have a Super Bowl, but
Right.
they learn from Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett
Well,
Favre. You know,
even this though, like think about it, like Drew Brees, if you will. Drew Brees back in the early 2000s with the Chargers, uh, sat behind Doug Flutie. I think maybe a season, maybe two. That wasn't Doug Flutie wasn't the guy to learn from necessarily, but you didn't throw everything on him and then yank him. Right? They gave Drew Brees a shot, and look what Drew Brees was able to do. Same thing goes with, um, if you will, Tom Brady. Now, huge difference in careers, but my problem is once they stuck with Tom Brady, that was it. Yes, he
it
did
helped.
do better. Don't get me wrong. Yes, he did do better making certain plays, making it an easier decision.
Tom Brady was a different human, and it also
No,
helped that Bledsoe got hurt.
agreed. But let's think about it like this, right? When Tom Brady was against the Rams, in that Super Bowl, I think Kurt Warner, I forget the year, but
It was Bledsoe came in when Tom Brady was hurt
right, but
against the Steelers.
no. I'm talking about the Kurt Warner.
Oh, it was the sorry to go to the Super Bowl.
Right. See, there they went all in. They let him do his thing. Win or lose, they let him do his thing. That's my main point, right? Now, I'm not saying that every quarterback's going to do the same. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're going to give a young guy a chance, you're going to go all in or you're not. But if you're in that in between, you're going to ruin a young quarterback. That's my main point.
Oh, dude, it's tough. I mean, look at Trevor Lawrence right now, dude. Trevor Lawrence is struggling in Jacksonville. We saw him go out. Oh, that was
Yeah,
rough.
but what's the thing though? They've given him his chance. So being in his what third year now,
I think this is his fourth year.
fourth year, okay, third or fourth year, whatever it is.
I think okay, you're right. It might be his third year.
Okay,
Whatever.
whatever it is, right? We're gonna say, hey, this is now do or die, right? It's not like you're 6 games into your fucking career when they're like, hey, now it's do or die. That's my problem. Once again, that's my problem with the Steelers. So when they add a Russell Wilson, in my opinion, get rid of Kenny Pickett. I mean, if you break down the numbers, Russell Wilson's numbers weren't terrible. They weren't awful, but
I guarantee you Russell Wilson does better than Kenny Pickett. Guarantee you.
but what do they add to it? Right? They just got rid of Deontay Johnson.
Hey, they got Patrick Queen. He's a linebacker.
So
He's on defense.
my main thing
It's a
is
good signing.
so you know why he was good in Seattle all those years, in my opinion.
Well, they had
Because
a fucking stacked team. Their whole team. They had an
yes,
amazing team.
yes. He had options on offense. Don't get me wrong.
Everything on off their defense was
Their
dude,
defense.
the Legion of
That's what I
Boom.
want
Come
to talk
on.
about, though. That's what I want to talk
Come
about.
on.
Their defense put him in so many winnable games where,
Well,
because I mean, he's a good quarterback, right? He's a good quarterback, or
that's
at
what the
least
Steelers
was.
did. That's what the Steelers did for Pickett this year. That's the only reason they were in the playoffs.
Agreed. But here's the thing: Pickett did enough to get to the playoffs.
He did enough, but their defense set him up the same,
Okay,
but not as good as Russell. The Steelers didn't have an offense like Russell Wilson
but
had.
here's my point, though. What happened last season with Pickett? Not this very, but 2 seasons ago, I guess, if you will. Pulling him, playing him, pulling him, playing him, pulling him, playing him. What if he would have went all in? What if he would have gotten him a better line? What if he got him at least one more weapon? What would have happened
Yeah,
then?
that's a whole nother. Yeah, well, that's a whole nother woulda,
That's
shoulda,
this is
coulda.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Now this goes into the argument that I'm making. The last 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Uh, let's move on. Michael Pittman. First of all, franchise tagged. Then go ahead and sign in for a 3 years extension. Um, Jones for the Chiefs, five
duh,
year extension.
fucking locked.
You know what I mean?
He helped them win that dude. He's a huge reason why they won that fucking Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Putting the pressure, on fucking
But
Brock Purdy.
what about Saquon going to the fucking
Ooh, going
Eagles?
to the Eagles, dude. Now it's going to be a huge question mark with how good their center's going to do without Jason Kelsey because he was the heart of that fucking O line.
Right.
Um, damn. I mean, if Jason, yeah, it's so shitty because I don't think anyone really thought he was going to retire, especially the way he was talking. I mean, I know he left that up in the air, but there were rumors that he was like, "Oh yeah, he's coming back for sure," and then he kind of dropped a bombshell, like, "Oh yeah, I'm done."
Right.
Um, if they can find a good center to replace Jason Kelsey, obviously not to his caliber, you're not going to find anyone.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard.
one in
Yeah,
that's
it's
one in
hard.
a million. Um,
Lightning rarely strikes twice.
if they could find someone to hold that place, he's gonna be very successful. I mean, he's gonna be successful no matter what, as long as he stays healthy. He's an animal.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's a huge asset. But how is Jalen Hurts gonna do without his
I was just
trusty center? How is he
yeah,
gonna
I
do?
was just gonna bring
How
that
is it?
up.
How is that chemistry going to be with that O line and their quarterback? Because
Gonna be
that is a
interesting.
huge component. I mean, that is so the O line just doesn't get enough love ever. That's just how it'll
No,
always
yeah, no,
be.
it's a thankless job. Thankless
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
You
They'll
can't
get
do without
paid.
those big
You're
boys.
good. They'll get paid,
Yeah.
but you don't. The average person watching the NFL doesn't look at the NFL at the O line.
Right.
And it's
Oh,
such a
agreed.
it's such a big spot.
Dude,
You can't win without an O-line, dude.
dude. I mean, just let's take a minute to appreciate the O line, huh?
Yeah, there it is. There it is. We'll miss you, Bach. We'll miss you, Bach. Remember when he slammed like 3 beers at the Bucks game?
Dude,
And they went to
great.
Rogers and he took like 2 sips and he's like, nah.
Well, hey, that's a hard
Bakhtiari's
act
like,
to follow.
give me another one.
That's a hard act to follow. Hard act to follow. Now, folks, listen, there's so many other signings that took place. Those are the ones that we felt we needed to highlight. Let's move it on. Baseball's coming back. Um, my boys, the Padres, are hosting the Dodgers in South Korea next week. Can't wait. In Code Red, just like we talked about before. This will be a quick subject. Quick subject, just like we talked about before. Fucking baseball's back, dude.
I'm so pumped, dude. I'm so pumped. We re-signed Belly. We re-signed Belly.
It was
Our
necessary. It was necessary.
it was very necessary. I mean, I don't think we would have been in the place that we were last year to win or to make the playoffs. I mean, thankful like looking back at it, we wouldn't have beat the Brewers. So I'm glad that we lost and Suzuki dropped that ball in right field because
He kept them in
we
the
would have
game.
lost to the Brewers. And I would have never gone to a World Series game here on Halloween, even though the D-backs got the living shit kicked out of them.
Yeah, what an
I never
interesting.
would have been to a World Series game, but I got to go and it was fucking awesome. But dude, I'm loving it. Dansby Swanson, Gold Glover, Bodie is coming back. He's gonna be fucking solid. Our pitching staff, I am worried about. We'll see. We'll see if we can make some more big signings in our bullpen. Uh, Jonathan Steele was a fucking beast last year. Kyle Hendricks still making it happen.
Right.
I love it. I'm super fucking excited. This is the most excited and we got Craig Counsell, baby. We got Craig Counsell as our manager. He left
Big
the
time.
Brewers to come to Chicago. Oh,
Now, I will
dude,
say
he
this.
he wants to win. He wants to fucking win. And I want to win. We all want to win. Let's make it happen. I'm
Nervous.
hanging up my W for the first time since I moved into my house 2 years ago.
You
I'm
got a reason
hanging
to
it
now.
up,
You
dude.
got a reason to now.
Oh,
I'm nervous. I'm nervous. The Padres. I mean, obviously the Dodgers spending $1 billion in the off season. Adding Shohei was obviously huge.
can we agree? Just fuck the Dodgers. Can
Oh
we
yeah,
just
fuck the
agree on that?
Dodgers.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
them.
We've always agreed, but I want to say it again.
Fuck them.
I just love saying
Dude, won't get
it.
old. I promise you, won't get old. But I will say this too, like the Diamondbacks are going to be a pain in my ass for at least another 6 years if we don't get our shit together. Corbin Carroll making it happen, obviously taking advantage of the pitch clock, being able to hit like a fucking G. Just not even talking about Cattell Marte making numbers in the
making
postseason.
history.
You know what I mean? The pitching stat was a gallon making fucking everything go down. I
I hate
don't
to
even
break it to
want
you,
to.
dude. You guys are fucked.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
even want
sorry.
to
You guys
talk
are pretty
about
much fucked.
the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, but then you got the Giants who are always a
The
thorn in your side, and well, the Rockies are the Rockies. Fuck the Rockies, but
watch the Rockies just come out of nowhere.
I wouldn't hate it, dude.
You guys are just the bottom.
The
You guys are just
Rockies
at the
and the
bottom.
Diamondbacks were awful for so long. I would not hate it if they came up. Well, I mean, the Diamondbacks did come up, but you know what I mean. And I mean, as a Padres fan, it's like we had our window, we had our opportunity, we spent our money, shit didn't pan out. Obviously, injuries didn't help. Not making excuses. That roster should have won. That roster should have not been eliminated in
Hey,
fucking
it just
September.
shows, dude. Money can buy you players in MLB. I'm not talking about the NBA. NBA is a different story. Money can buy you players, but that chemistry,
Doesn't buy you wins.
nope. Nope. Look at the Yankees. Look at all the fucking money the Yankees have spent, dude. What have they done
It doesn't help. It doesn't help
since
that Stan
2009?
doesn't help that Stan's only batting 40 times a year.
and run and jogs like he's
And
fucking
did you see?
home run
Did you
trot when he's
see?
trying to run home.
Did you see Cole went down?
I
Cole,
did, I
yeah.
did. He went in,
Now,
dude. He's got a tear in
now they're
his
they're, they're not talking about
something.
TJ surgery. They're not talking about Tommy John.
No, it was a meniscus tear? What was not
No,
meniscus?
not meniscus. It
I'm
was
an idiot.
yeah, no, meniscus is in the knee.
Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot. I don't remember what it
I
was.
forget exactly what the surgery or what the injury was in the arm, but thankfully, at least if you're a Yankees fan, it wasn't Tommy John. But they're still talking some timeout, and they there was something else said about Cole, but there's going to be some timeout. There's going to be a significant amount of timeout, and it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds, especially with the O's coming up, the Rays obviously being what the Rays are, Red Sox making some moves. I don't know. That AL East is up in the air. The NL West, obviously, always tough. Your Central, the NL Central, always tough. I'm actually interested in the AL East. I mean, I'm sorry, the AL West. The Mariners, hey, they might come up and do something big. Blake Snell still hasn't signed with anybody. The rumors are his preference is the Angels. I don't know why he'd want to go there after a Cy Young Award year. But like I
Because
said,
they have money to burn now that they don't have Shohei.
yeah, they got Trout only batting 20 times a year. That's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think Snell doesn't give a shit about a World Series win. I think he just wants money.
Right.
I don't blame him. I want the same too. Who cares?
Hey, let's
Whatever.
talk let's talk some Champions League. Let's move it along. Champions League, my Barcelona moved it along.
Congrats.
You dude. I mean, I was a little worried about them. They were able to lock it down, put Napoli away. Napoli showing, at least at first, that they were going to be a thorn in our side, and they ended up doing it. So we were able to move on, and in fashion, right? We won 3-1. I think it was 4-2 on aggregate. Obviously, your Bayern Munich moved on. So moving from the
What
round of 16
I want to know, why do
finals,
we have to wait a whole fucking month to watch another game?
because the tournament's got to last till May.
That's just how it is. It's just
It's
how
just
they
how
do
it
it.
is, how it's always
Okay.
been. So Barcelona moves on. So Barcelona plays Paris Saint Germain, or Paris, or however you want to say that in European. We're tied on aggregate, so we play in April 16th. Dortmund and Atletico tied on aggregate, also playing on the 16th. And Man City visits, or I'm sorry, hosts Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid. Bayern Munich is gonna fuck up Arsenal,
Dude,
huh?
I don't think Arsenal has a shot. I really don't.
No,
I
no.
think
That
Arsenal.
this is my lock that we will win this leg for sure.
Yeah, no, I actually like that. I Arsenal is the equivalency of Barcelona, and I hate to say this, their equivalency of Barcelona at this stage of the game. They probably shouldn't have gotten this far, but they did. They played well. They showed a strong front. They were able to put. They were able to put in the net. And problem being is they can't handle the pressure in their third of the field, and I think that's going to come back to bite them. So once again, I mean, you got Barcelona, PSG, Dortmund, and Atletico, Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern, and Arsenal. This is going to be huge. Huge. Can't wait for that. Now, Code Red, take me to the NBA.
Where do I start, dude?
Well,
Well, you're s-
first of all, I would like to formally thank you. The Celtics did clinch over that win of the Suns, so thank you for that.
beat the fuck out of us, dude. 112 to 127. 120. That was a good solid 15-point cover victory.
Yeah.
I don't know what the spread was on that, but I'll tell you what, it wasn't 15 points. Suns got me worried a little bit. I mean, we beat the Hornets tonight. A terrible Hornets team. We only won by 11. I was driving home and I was listening to the game and I was like, this game should not be this close. So my dark horse and long shot of the Suns going to the finals is in deep waters in my mind. Uh, unless we change something around real quick, I don't see it happening because there isn't too much NBA left for us to figure it out.
Right.
So many stars. I really like Grayson Allen. He's been a great big man.
And drop it all the way
That
to seventh. I mean, 6 and 4 of the
Nurkic,
last 10.
yeah, dude, Nurkic
Tough.
has been. It was great. 21 rebounds. I mean, he's been fucking killing it. But, uh, dude, last 10, 6 and 4. How about the fucking Nuggets, dude? I told you the Nuggets and the Clippers are gonna lead. The Nuggets will probably win. The Clippers have fucking dropped a little bit though,
Clippers
huh?
lost
Five
tonight.
and
Clippers
five.
lost tonight. There was a close game. They lost tonight against the Pelicans, 112-104.
Mm,
Actually, my pop, I tried to stop him, but he put money on the Clippers in the
mm.
fourth quarter, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they were
Oh,
down a couple of points and just didn't pan out. I tried. Hey, I tried to stop him.
hey, when you get that betting bug, it's hard to
It
shake it.
really is. It really is.
Especially when you get a few wins, you think you know everything, and then
Here's
you
the
just
thing.
get kicked in the teeth.
Here's the thing.
Get a nice little reality check.
Bet 365. Give me an advertisement because
Oh, you got him on that fucking
I got
promo,
him,
didn't you?
and he used his free bets. He used his free bets. Didn't quite pan out.
Wait, he used all 200 on that
No,
game?
no, 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 no. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
$10, I think.
Hey, let him know he's only got a week before they expire because
I
that
did, I
fucked
did. I
Sam
said,
over.
don't let him
Okay,
bite you in
yeah.
the ass.
Yeah. They bit Sam in the ass. I was pissed. She let $60 on the table.
So sorry. Go ahead. You left off the Clippers. Go ahead.
OKC, dude, fucking hot. Getting hot. Um, 7-3 in their last 10. Right now, half a game behind the Nuggets. Then you got the T Wolves 6-4 in their last 10. Right there, game and a half back. Clippers 4.5 back. I still think the Clippers can put it together, dude.
We
I
could.
think they can put it together, and I think it's gonna. I'm mark my words. 1-2. Denver Nuggets number 1. Clippers number 2. It's taking Denver a little bit to get there. It's gonna take Clippers a little bit longer to get to that number 2 spot. But the Suns fucking dropping, dude. It's bumming me out. They're better than the Kings. They're better than the Pelicans. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. They're better than both of those teams. They have the fucking talent. Just not performing. Just not perform. We okay. Losing to the Celtics, that's fine. Losing by 15 to the Celtics, no. No. You're not
They made a lot of bonehead plays towards the end too because the
a lot of
Celtics were able.
turnovers, dude.
Yeah,
So many
the
fucking
Celtics were able to
turnovers.
steal the ball in their half of
So
the
many
court.
turnovers,
That's a
man.
problem.
I mean,
Problem.
the loose balls, missed shots, and the inability to stop the 3-point shot. I
Right.
mean, it dominates the NBA right now. Um, and they got to figure something out. They got to figure out a way to stop the three ball because they are getting slammed by it on
They
every
are.
every game. And I mean that's really still I'm hanging by it, dude. Denver Nuggets number 1, Clippers going to be number 2. I want to say the Phoenix Suns could still be the dark horse in the West. I'm hanging on by a thread, by a fucking thread, Marcus. By a thread, Marcus. Now, take me to the only team who has clinched a fucking playoff spot.
The only team.
The
Only
only
team.
one. Be
Dude,
real happy about it.
we're easily the best team by what, 6 games, I think? 7 games, whatever it is. And we're the only team to clinch. So Boston 52-14,
You're
8-2
10 up on the fucking Bucks, who are in number 2.
8-2 in the last 10 with a win streak of 4. Obviously, like you just said, 9. Well, no, we're 9.5 on the Bucks. We're 10 on the fucking Cavs. Uh excuse my voice. It is allergy season up here. All right. Juniper is blowing everywhere. So forgive me. But the Knicks, remember I did say months back, keep an eye out for the Knicks. They're 13 back though, easy, right? And then you got Orlando 13.5, and the Pacers 15.5. Now
I mean, the Celtics are making everyone else look like shit. I'll
they
just say
are,
that.
they are. Here is where I was wrong. I said Philly would hang in there, and they are not. So you got Miami and Philly both 16 back, at 36 and 30. And here's my thing, folks. I don't give a damn about none of that because let's go Celtics. Let's go, baby. It's our year. Let's go. I'm
You're not
excited.
even wearing your Celtics hat. What happened?
No, today I'm rocking the Padre.
Oh, okay. I got the Cubs spring
It's
training
time,
hat.
and I'm rocking the Padre shirt. So no, the Celtics are very much in my heart, very much on my mind, and we're making it happen. But Code Red, guess what else is happening this month?
March Madness.
March Madness, son. Now, for you folks at home, we'll share our brackets next week. But SDSU, fight. We are in the Mountain West Conference final tomorrow. I can't wait. And I believe it's against either New Mexico or Colorado State. And that game's still going on now. But, dude, I think this is
Oof.
I think this is 20 straight conference finals, something like that.
Dude, if you guys,
Fucking
you
go.
guys, look, I gave you a lot of shit last year, and I have to give you credit because you did not give up on them. But I'm like, Mark, they're not winning. They're not gonna get. I was like, they're not even gonna get to the Elite Eight. When they even won this, like got to the Sweet 16, I was like, all right, okay, interesting. And I was like, they're not gonna win. They won. I was like, wow, okay, well, they're not getting past this. They won. I was like,
Florida
oof.
Atlantic, the buzzer
What
beater.
a Cinderella story. They're not getting to the finals, and you guys got to the finals. And at that point, I was on board. I was like, let's fucking go. I think I even dropped $10 on them to
Yeah.
win.
UConn
You
beat us,
got
but
me, and
I think by 13. Dude,
yeah, dude.
UConn was about it, but
I
no,
jumped in at the wrong time, right at the end. I was like, let's fucking go. You
telling you,
called it.
dude, I think I
And
won
yeah.
$150 that entire March Madness tournament off of SDSU.
You definitely did because no, that was such a wild fucking tourney that everyone was knocked out and you were the only one out of like I think it was like a what was it like less than 2% brackets had SDSU fucking going to the
I
finals
think it
and
was
you were one of them.
1.7. I think it was 1.7%.
It was like insane number. I'm like you and 10 other fuckers picked the SDSU to go to the damn finals. That was crazy, man. I was talking so much shit to you too. Like, dude, you're an idiot. There's your throwaway bracket. Okay. Not happening. And yeah,
But here's the thing,
damn,
too,
did you
though,
prove me wrong?
is you got to remember too. Like, also not only last year but this year, I think in the last 8 years, we've led the national college basketball in defense. I mean, that's a hard number to get. Granted, don't get me wrong.
Hey,
Obviously,
it was in the making. It was in the making.
you got to score to win. I mean, obviously, UConn proved that. But our defense once again, and I'm gonna get into this in a minute, but we could be down in our shot percentage, and we can keep the game close, which you shouldn't. You shouldn't, and nor am I speaking on behalf of a fucked up offense. I don't want that, but it's good to know if our offense is fucked, our defense is always there to pick us up. So once again,
Well, good luck to you, sir, and your fight. Good luck to the
appreciate it. We're
Aztecs.
gonna we're gonna need all the love we can get, and once again, folks, we'll get back to you next week with our brackets. Let's move it on to the NHL.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll start it off.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll start it off in the East, but I'm gonna go uh playoff teams. All right. So to lead it off, obviously you got the Florida Panthers, 94 points with an 8-2 in the last 10. You got Boston, 93 points. 5-2-3 in the last 10. Oof. Kind of a fall from grace. They got the Rangers at 90 points, 6-3-1.
Rangers are winning it.
I don't know, man.
Take it to Vegas. Rangers are
Hurricanes.
fucking winning it.
Got the Hurricanes 6-3-1 also, with 86 points. The Toronto Make Beliefs, because we don't call them the Maple Leafs here, because they're just gonna choke like they usually do with 7-3 in their last 10. And then you got Philly, which no one saw. Just a year ago, they were talking about sell the team. Now look at them go. 76 points, holding that sixth slot. And then you got the Tampa Bay Lightning, 76 points, and the New York Islanders, 72 points, holding on to that second slot of the wild card. Here's the thing. My Red Wings dropped 2 slots. They are
Let's
tied.
go.
They are tied with the Islanders, 72 points. But here's the problem: my Red Wings, 3-7 in the last 10. We have dropped so many games, so many games. This is
I love it.
we are
I
on a
love it.
7-game losing streak. But I've got faith in my Red Wings. It's still early enough ish. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Code Red, take me to the West.
We got the second worst team in the league, the Chicago Blackhawks, 18-44 with 41 points. There we go. I'm telling you. I had to bring it up, dude. We're terrible. We're so bad. We got Connor Bedard. We're gonna make it happen. Hey, we're not the worst team in the league. We're the second worst. Just know that.
Right? Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. All right, Vancouver Canucks, 92 points, the leaders, 5-3-2 in their last 10. The Winnipeg Jets, who I also called, I'm calling a Rangers Winnipeg Jets Stanley Cup. The Jets can never do, they can never have enough. They get so close, get to the conference finals, they shit the bed. I think this is their year. Also, the Avalanche, same dude. We got a 3-way tie at 89 points. Avalanche and the Dallas Stars.
And
Avalanche 6-4.
And the who? What did I say about the Dallas Stars?
Dallas Stars fucking suck. They're gonna cave. They're gonna cave.
I don't know. That's my dark horse.
It's a good dark horse because they're really good at getting far and losing. And then we got a big spread from those three. Edmonton Oilers with 83 points, but they are 7-2-1 in their last 10. Preds hanging on at 80 points. They do have 8 wins in their last 10 games.
There it is.
Hey, they got 8 wins. The Kings, 79 points, 5-4-1. And then the Knights, a fall from grace as well, 77 points, 3-6-1 in their last 10.
Ouch.
It's shaping up in the NHL world.
Ouch.
Now, Code Red, it is time for the blue collar workhorse of the week and also the liability of the week.
All right.
Gotta love it, right? Gotta love it.
That was awesome. I'll start off with my workhorse.
What you got?
Curtis Razor Blades this weekend at UFC 299. It was the prelims against Jalton Almeida.
Just
and everyone
said, motherfucking know some.
Everyone said there was like Jalton Almeida. Jalton Almeida's his grappling is just too much for.
But not you and I.
I told you, what did I say? I said Curtis Blades' hands are too good for Almeida's pressure and his grappling. And guess what? What did we see in the first round? He was tossing Curtis Blades around like he wasn't 265 pounds. He was picking him up and throwing him around, handling him, pulling him to the ground. I was telling everyone, I was like, just wait.
Let's talk about that second round.
I was telling everyone, just wait. They're going to come out in the second round.
It's funny. I was doing the same thing because everybody was like, why'd you put money on Curtis Blades? Because I put a little side bet. And they're like, why'd you do that? Dude, I'm telling these guys, I'm like, listen, Curtis Razor Blades is probably the baddest man to ever shit behind 2 heels. And not only that, Code Red, he told Almeida, hey, You ever dream of putting hands on me, you better wake up and apologize.
Oof. Dude, Almeida shot again in that second round. Second round started. Blade survived, no problem. He was never even hurt. He just Almeida was controlling him, pulling him around, ragdolling him, making him look like he had no business in there, whatever. Blades is like, I got them hands for you, son. Almeida shot, was securing the double leg right when he started, right when he went in for that double leg. Blades hit him with an uppercut, tapped him, just a little tap on the chin to let him know,
Tap
to
it, tap.
just to let him know. And you see Almeida drop his head to the left to Curtis Blades is right. And Blades had his head right there while he was hurt. And he just rained hammer fists down on the side of his fucking head, right in his ear, dude. Just, I don't know how many hammer fists he landed. 20, maybe 20, 25, 30, maybe.
And
then Almeida
then he commenced to fuck him as hard as the government fucks us.
Ooh.
The long dick of the federal law, sir.
I tell you what, you don't fuck with Curtis Blades on them hands, son. Curtis Blades let him know, saying, hey, there's levels to this, buddy. You might be able to put Derek Lewis on his ass and lay on him for 25 minutes and secure a win. But guess what? When you want to grapple and you want to wrestle with me, you got to worry about these. You got to worry about these. And he fucking let him know. And dude, talk about a satisfying, because look, I understand. We all understand. It's MMA. It's MMA. There's crotch sniffers. There are people who will grapple. A lot of Magomedovs, a lot of Mahayevs, a lot of Russian sambos who like to pull people to the ground and just ride them out through a decision win. I'm not a fan of that. I get it. It's a part of the game. Hats off to people who can do it.
Jiu-jitsu and playing from the ground. I mean, it's not a spectator sport, but it is very much a part of the sport.
It's not jiu-jitsu. It's the sambo.
Right.
It's the sambo that
that's what I'm saying. You know,
winning.
It's the same thing, though. It's the same kind of concept. Is what I'm coming from. Is it's not entertaining, but it's very much.
Look. It's very entertaining when you go for the finish.
Right.
When you're looking for that submission, when you're looking for that mounted TKO, but when you're going to just win the rounds and point fight through wrestling, it's boring, bro. Like, as much as I understand, yeah, it's MMA. Congrats, good job. You had a great game plan. You won.
Right.
You did your thing.
Everybody wants to see a knockout. Everybody wants to see a submission.
I don't even get, like, dude, make it exciting. And Curtis Blades said, fuck your style. Fuck what your game plan was. Here's my uppercut, and then eat some fucking hammer fists on the way in. And that's my fucking workhorse of the week, Marcus.
I love
Curtis motherfucking Razor Blades out of Chicago, out of Chi-Town.
Hey, I love it. I made some money off of him, so I'm cool with that. Now, my blue collar workhorse of the week, none other than SDSU. Fight. Hey, their offense shot 27% against. I'm sorry, I've already forgotten because it doesn't even matter. We're in the fucking championship of the conference tourney. All jokes aside, we were 27% in offense, like total. All of our shooting.
Wow, I thought you were going to tell me that was like from 3-point range. I was like, well, there's worse.
I'm talking about like all over the map. UNLV.
So you guys are riding D. You guys are riding that D.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. 27% against the University of Las Vegas. Obviously, their home court, right? The quarterfinal. I was going to say round of 16. I'm still in soccer mode. No, quarterfinal. Against UNLV, 27%. Now, here's what's great. Our coach said, if you're shooting 27%, you're probably down by 27. The amazing factor was we weren't down less than 15. No, I scratched that. We weren't down less than 12. I think 12 was the most that we were down by that game. And our defense held strong. We had the steals. Our turnover on points beat them, I think, 3 times over. I think we were like, I don't know, 12-3 on turnover points. So 4 times over, if you will. My math is a little bad, guys.
Hey, that was 4 times 3. That's 12. Good job. Hats
So,
off to you.
hey, I'm trying my best.
4th grade math. There you go.
No, so we did it. We hung in there. We went up. Now here's the problem. We went up by 10, ended up dragging the motherfuckers to overtime, and ended up winning with 2.7 seconds left on the fucking clock.
Hey, the win at the end of the day is all that matters.
Hey,
That's
you ain't
it.
lying. And then we went again tonight. We ended up we were down once again, like I said earlier in the show. We were down 17. We ended up winning by 10. Scratch that by 14. 16. Math is hard. Numbers are hard.
Talk about a turnaround.
Dude, we did our job. We did our job. Now we're waiting to see who we play. New Mexico is against Colorado State. My money's on New Mexico. That's literally what I put my money on earlier for a little side parlay.
Why not?
They're up 30-25 with 2:45 left in the first. And that is my blue collar workhorse of the week. Now, Code Red, Lawson, why don't you tell me your liability of the week?
A lot of liabilities, a lot of possibilities, but I think you could smell where I'm going on our earliest conversation. And it's the Packers front office, man. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of them treating our vets, our workhorses, Aaron Jones.
Our bread and butter. They're treating them like shit.
Dude, for a few mil and then pay Josh Jacobs, dude. It sickens me. The heart of our locker room, the heart of our offense. As much as J Love has been a X factor, Aaron Jones was the heart of our fucking offense. And to let him go like that and ask him to take a pay cut again
2 times in a row,
a slap in the face. To where Aaron Jones looked at him and said, "Look, dude, you know what I bring. You know what I'm. Come on, I ain't doing that." And they said, "Okay, bye. I'm done with it, dude. I'm so sick of it. So fucking sick of it. Let's draft more defense in the round and in the fucking draft.
Right.
Let's draft more defense. Figure it out. More defense. There we go. Come on."
And here's the thing too, like I'm always against players like trying to get their money. I really am. If you're a team player, are you about championships or
he just wanted to get paid what he was owed?
Now here's the thing.
Get paid what he was owed.
And that's what I was just gonna say. I'm all about it, right? Like once again, are you about you or are you about the team? But when you take multiple pay cuts, and then the discussion is, hey, you're taking this or nothing. It's not even like, hey, can we have a discussion?
Yeah.
It was fuck you, Aaron. This is what you're taking.
Like he's taking pretty much the same amount, if not maybe like a mil more to go to the Vikings. It's more of a like, fuck you. I already did this for you guys.
Right.
I wanted to be here. I wanted to win. I'm here to win. I run my ass off with my heart every single time I touch the ball.
Agreed.
I go out for the pass. I make the play. I get the first down. And the Packers were just like, we'll find someone else.
They'll shit on him. Yeah, no.
Then there it is. And that's it. That's my fucking liability. Like, look, Josh Jacobs, not the worst replacement. He's a good replacement, I guess, but no one's going to replace Aaron Jones. No one's going to replace Aaron Jones at what he brought to our locker room.
Aaron Jones, if you ever look into Blue Collar Sports Talk, sponsored by E5280 Sports, please let us know because
we love you. We miss you. Already, it's only been fucking 1 week, and we miss you already.
AJ33, long live. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, my liability of the week. I'm going to go on so here's the thing. So I did want to choose the Packers for that exact reason, but I'll let you have that because I'm going to go ahead. I'm going I'm going to take a similar story. Right? I'm going to take a similar story because here's the thing. Not that I wanted it ever to get rid of Aaron Jones, but if we are to get rid of Aaron Jones, I would have liked to get him for something, right?
Of course.
Well, another team did the same bullshit 2 times. The Chargers released Mike Williams, $20 million salary cap. They released him, didn't get nothing in return.
And
the fucker didn't even play last year, but what, 2 games? 2 games? So they gave away everything for nothing. I'm talking financially, not potentially. Now,
let's not forget Keenan Allen.
Then they traded Keenan Allen, not for a first,
bag of
not for a
chips.
second, not for a third, but a motherfucking 4th round draft pick. Like you said, a bag of chips and a fucking Coke. What are we doing?
Maybe a pack of gum too.
Maybe
a 4-pack.
Gum.
A 4-pack from the dollar store.
Dude.
Not even like a
Bears,
full actual pack of gum.
The Bears have the 1st round pick and you only got the fucking 4th round out of them. Terrible. 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 The Spanos family is a very awful family to fucking run a team. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Hey, they got Harbaugh. How much you want to bet Harbaugh fucking goes in, gets them to a fucking playoff game, and they lose the first playoff game? Calling it right here. If they even get to the fucking playoffs, they get to the first game and they fucking lose. They get their asses handed to them.
No, you know what? You know what make that more sweet is if Harbaugh got them to an AFC AFC Conference Championship game, and then fucking blew it. That would make sense. That would make too much sense. Fucking A. Let's go to UFC, Code Red. What do you got?
Oh, well, I mean, a quick recap of last week. Holy shit. UFC 299 went down, and it went down fucking hard. It sure did. And it did for my parlays as well. I had 6 picks. And guess how many I got right, Marcus? Guess 5. How many I got right? Ha ha! You'd be fucking right. You'd be right. I was 5 for 6 going into the main event, and I had a chance to cash out $71. Sober me said, because I had Cheeto over Sean. Obviously, I was wrong.
Right.
Saw that. Masterclass performance by Sean O'Malley.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Jack Della Maddalene.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Now,
interrupt me.
On the Cheeto Vera fight, we did put 3 shots total to erase the shots from last week. So, sir, next week you owe me 3 shots.
It's funny. I don't remember it that way.
You remember it how you want. I'll remember it how it was. All right.
Oh man. Sean. Let's just go through my parlay there.
Let's do it.
What did I have? Okay, so I had Gamrot over RDA, unanimous decision. I had Curtis Blades, Piotr Jan, Dustin Poirier, and Cheeto Vera. Wait, I'm missing one because that's only 5. Was it Michel Pereira? I think I had Despain. I had Despain.
Yeah.
Despain. That was my 6th one. And so I had 5 leading up to the Cheeto fight. And you know what's fucked up too is I put in another parlay right before, and guess who was the breaking point of that parlay? Gilbert Burns, who was winning 2 rounds on rounds 1 and 2 on 2 judges' scorecards. So all he had to do was survive the 3rd round.
He got owned on the 3rd round. Yeah.
Jack Della Maddalena hit him with a fucking knee.
Here's the thing. So I only bet on the main card. And there was 5 fights on that main card. I bet on 4 of them. I stayed away from that Gilbert Burns fight. We talked about it.
Smart.
We talked about it. We both agreed that it was a hell of a fight to bet on. I stayed away from it. So I bet on Kevin Holland, which lost. That was my one loss, right? I bet on Peter Jan,
Piotr, you're right.
And
Got the
I got
dub.
that on decision. I got Dustin Poirier,
Mm,
and I got
Sugar. Probably Sugar Sean.
Sugar
Yep.
Sean. So I missed one. I missed
Dude,
one.
how about Michael Venom Page putting on a
Dude,
fucking
what I
performance?
think I think what bothered me most about that fight was it wasn't because I saw a lot of hate. I saw a lot of hate towards Kevin Holland of, oh, he didn't shoot, or he wasn't aggressive enough, or this and that. Now,
Couldn't
understanding the
figure him
sport,
out, dude. Couldn't
understanding
figure him
this
out.
exactly, understanding the sport and understanding the mixed martial arts uh differences, if you will. Michael Venom Page bounced on his feet like Muhammad Ali, but wasn't afraid to wrestle on the fucking mat. And I think, like you said, obviously, Kevin couldn't figure that out. And Michael Page wasn't giving himself up for shit. He was very well set in his game plan. He was very well set with, I'm going to make you fucking do this.
He was just being himself. He looked
Exactly.
like he was having fun out there. He looked like
Exactly.
he was fucking in the schoolyard just
It wasn't an
dicking
ass beating.
around like,
It wasn't
let's
an
go.
ass beating by any means, but it was a very simple, you're not going to beat me in my game.
Dude, those spinning elbows, dude. Are you shitting me?
Right.
He landed every one of them. I mean,
It was fun.
dude,
It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch, but like I said, it was fun to watch if you knew that there wasn't a big ass knockout coming. It was fun to watch if
yeah,
you knew that Michael Venom Page knew who Kevin Holland was, and he wasn't giving him an inch.
yeah.
I like that.
Dude, now how about Dustin Poirier handling Benoit Saint Denis like that?
Man,
He got taken down. He got taken down. He had some adversity in the first round, and Dustin was like, "Yo, I ain't done." How about all those guillotines that he was pulling? Dude, I had a side bet with Dustin by submission. So I was sitting there, and every guillotine, I was like, "I know he's never finished a guillotine, but it could happen." And every time he popped out, and then as soon as they got back to their feet, I could see Benoit was tired. And then Poirier clipped him, and he was on my parlay. So I was either way. I didn't care how he won, but I had that little side bet on submission, and holy shit, did he deliver, dude!
Right.
Damn, hats off to Dustin the Diamond Poirier with that fucking win. That was so sick.
With that new tat.
And now Saint Denis said he had staph. He had that like crater in his face or on his forehead. Clearly he had staph. It fucking sucks, but it is what it is. He went in for a fight. I think Poirier would have won either way. It's hard to say what could have happened
I feel
because
like experience won that fight. No,
it did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. Now I'm not saying would Saint Denis last a little longer if he didn't have staph? Probably. He might have even have edged out
but
a
I don't know if
decision.
that would have made a difference though, right?
No, I don't think so. I think like you said, I think the experience took over. I mean, Poirier's been in so many wars, so many battles. He's smart.
I want to go to Sugar Sean. And I want to talk about this, right?
Domination.
Dude, he beat the shit out of Cheeto Vera. He didn't get the knockout, but the knee, the right hand, I think there was an elbow in there, right? Cheeto Vera almost looked as if he was Jorge Masvidal against Colby Covington. It almost looked like he was an old man.
Just slow.
Yeah,
but that's always how. See, here's the thing. That's a Cheeto looks for the big shot. He just never had it.
Agreed. But here's the problem.
He just never had it.
His defense never looked that slow. I agree with you on the offense. Yes, he waited.
He's always waiting. He's waiting. He's lulling you in.
He never let a knee get to him like that. He never let a couple of right hands, if we're being honest. I mean, if we're being real, yeah, Sean won by decision, but Here's the thing. That decision was real fucking easy.
It's not even close. It wasn't even
Dude,
close.
he got beat up. He got
Wasn't even
bullied.
close.
He got
Wasn't even
fucking
close.
bullied.
Well,
dude.
so Cheeto landed a liver shot at the end of the last round. Oh, that was it. That was literally it. And
Yeah.
guess what? That could have changed everything. But guess what? It
But
didn't.
here's what I was gonna say was my opinion was that liver shot didn't amount. It didn't amount to much because at that point,
Oh, it was too late. He's already been
well,
beaten.
no, not even talking about the score. Sugar Sean already had too much momentum. Now, if he would have hit Sugar Sean with that liver shot in the first round,
Earlier, yeah.
yeah.
First, second, even third round.
Nah, I say first because second round, I feel if Sean would have recovered from that and been able to come back in the second round, I think we'd still have the same result.
Dude, Sean put on a fucking masterclass performance and showed that
Now,
that first fight was a fluke.
now let
I
me
don't want to
ask
see
you
a third
this.
fight. I don't want to see a third fight.
Now,
No.
let me ask you this: Sugar Sean wanting to go up a weight class,
No.
like he said. What do you say?
No, absolutely not. He's defended the belt once. You got Marab Dvalishvili. He has to fight him at least. Now, I think the UFC should make a rule. Now, three defense fight rule before you can either go up a weight class or go down a weight class. Because Sean barely defended his belt. He beat Sterling in an insane fashion, knocked him out, caught him with that perfect right hand.
Right.
And now he defends it against Cheeto.
Some would say almost an unlucky for Aljamain.
No. That was timed and perfect. That was calculated. No, he lost. He got starched.
No, I'm saying when Sean backed up and then
That was perfect. That was perfect.
but some would say that was an unlucky shot.
Well, those some can fucking go watch fucking softball.
I agree.
Because that was he was waiting for it. It was perfectly timed. He was waiting for Sterling to come in. He hit him right on the chin. No. One title defense against Cheeto. You got let him clean look, Volk going up to fight Islam totally makes sense. Volkanovski cleaned out his division. He beat Max Holloway 3 fucking times. He cleaned out his division. He beat Brian Ortega. He beat Yair Rodriguez in dominating fashion. So to have Sean go up a weight class after one title defense is completely asinine. That's insane, dude. Sean needs to defend his belt at least against Marab, but I think you should have a 3-fight minimum as champ defending before you either go up or down in weight class.
So here's my opinion.
He has to fight Marab.
Here's my opinion. Now this is unpopular. Minimum. This isn't popular. I say he fights Marab.
And then Sandhagen next.
Nope.
Marab, Sandhagen, and then he can go. If he beats Marab and Corey Sandhagen has been sitting on the sidelines. He should have fought Corey Sandhagen before he fought Cheeto.
I disagree. And here's why.
Tell me why.
I say he fights Marab because Marab's owed. Marab's owed.
Yeah, of course.
It. But after he does that, I say they fucking do the tiebreaker with Cheeto Vera.
For Cheeto? No, he dominated, dude.
He did.
It wasn't close.
But it's still 1-1.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that again. Who wants to see that again?
But here's the problem.
No one wants to see that. That's
the problem. You have to end the saga.
You don't have to, though, dude. That's that. So, Mark, here's the issue. Marcus, here's the issue. Listen to me. The goal of the UFC is to get eyes on it and sell pay-per-views.
Agreed.
After that performance by Marlon Cheeto Vera versus Sean O'Malley, their second fight, it was a complete domination. I don't want to see that again. I don't know how you feel, but I think most people don't really have any interest in seeing that fight again.
But
if Sean loses,
I don't think Cheeto Vera is gonna come back like a punk.
What do you mean?
I don't think he's gonna get dominated again.
Okay, maybe you don't think that, but guess what? Cheeto's style is always fucking slow and lulling. He slow and lulled O'Malley, and he got pieced up for 25 minutes.
He did.
I don't want to see that.
But here's the thing, though.
I don't want to see it again. It's a waste of money.
I would rather see that than another challenger. Because there's bad blood there. There's something to win there.
Hold on. Go back. For a pay-per-view fight, paying for, you would rather pay for a main event of Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto 3 versus Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. After Marab. Let's say Sean beats Marab. Let's say Sean starches Marab, fucks him up.
Well, that's a different story because if Sean mixes Marab up.
Okay. Let's say it's close, but he wins. Let's say it's a 3-2 decision. Let's say Marab gets rounds 1 and 2. Sean gets the last 3, and he wins. You would rather see Cheeto Sean 3 versus Corey Sandhagen versus Sean O'Malley.
Thing, though, I would during that same time, I would like to see Corey. I would like to see Corey, whoever he's going to fight next, compared to Cheeto.
Compared to what Cheeto's doing.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think
all I'm saying is I would like to reevaluate it before he moves up. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I think it goes okay. Fair enough, but Sean Cheeto 3 over Sean Sandhagen. I mean, I think you ask anyone and looking at what each fighter has done so far. So I don't think Corey Sandhagen will fight no matter what. We've seen that in the past.
Agreed. Yeah,
He's gonna fight whoever they give him. And it's not a smart career choice, and Sean pointed that out. And even Corey came back and was like, "Don't worry about me fighting. Worry about you." If Sean can beat Marab and then possibly beat Sandhagen, then I would love to see an Ilia Topuria fight. Whatever happens with Ilia Topuria, whatever. I mean, I don't see him losing anytime soon.
But see, here's the problem with Ilia Topuria is I got the same argument though. Is who's he going to defend against?
He has cleaned out the division. Do we want to see him versus Volk again? Because I don't.
No,
he made Volk look like he had no fucking business in there.
Volk,
I don't. I don't either. And Topuria has already cleaned out the fucking division before Volkanovski. That's the issue with Topuria. That's why Topuria versus Sean makes it.
Topuria had so many problems before he won the belt.
Dude, Topuria is undefeated. I think I'm pretty sure.
I thought he lost 2.
No, I don't. I not in the UFC. Yeah, no, he's okay.
Oh, you're right.
So no, he's undefeated. So here it is. You got Volk as the number 1 contender. Max Holloway, Brian Ortega, Yair Rodriguez,
I just looked at
Evolov, Arnold Allen, Josh Emmett, Calvin Kattar. Like, dude, he has cleaned out the division. So what he can fight Max Holloway. I don't want to see Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Ilia Topuria versus Brian. Okay, maybe a Brian Ortega. If Brian Ortega put on a great performance against Yair.
What about Gaethje?
Yeah, but Gaethje isn't a featherweight. Gaethje's a lightweight.
Yeah, but here's the problem, though. Gaethje,
well, if Ilya goes up, but then again, Gaethje wants to fight Islam Makhachev.
Here's in UFC 300 isn't Gaethje fighting?
Yeah, Max is fighting up a weight class.
So that's what I'm saying. I would not mind Topuria coming up and fighting Gaethje.
I'd be down for that. Dude. That would be Gaethje versus Topuria would be fucking sick.
Dude, I think that'd be a
war. That would be fucking sick.
I think that'd be a war.
But Gaethje doesn't want Topuria.
That's something looking into.
Gaethje wants
to go. Yeah.
Islam. Gaethje wants Islam. I mean, that's the one fight that Islam
Gaethje's not ready. Too. I mean, Gaethje's not ready.
You think so?
No.
Oh, Gaethje stuffed them takedowns. Oh, dude. There's so many possibilities.
Charlie Olives, dude. Gaethje had his chance.
Yeah, but Charlie Olives is fucking dunzo, son. Agreed, dude, Poirier's number 3 at lightweight. Or Poirier versus Islam. Oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities. So many possibilities with Islam.
I like it. Now take me to the fight night this weekend. What do we got?
Oh, this weekend we got some decent fights. Some might call it a sleeper card. I tell you that main event is gonna be fucking popping off. Someone's getting knocked out.
Like it.
So I'm just gonna go with the co-main and the main because there's a lot of no
A lot
name.
of up in the air shit.
So
Yeah.
I got some fights, some of the lesser fights on my parlay, but I'm gonna go for the co-main Brian Battle over Ange Lusa. I think that's how you say his name. And Angie Lusa. I don't fucking say his name. I apologize. But I got Brian Battle at minus 185 money line, and then Tai Tuivasa versus Marcin Tybura. I got Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa all day at minus 115. That's a sick little parlay right there. $10. I think I'll win you like 28 or something like that.
I like it.
But I also have a bender. Got a little weekender bender. Who you got on the main event,
wait a minute.
Marcus?
Wait a minute. The Weekender Bender, son? Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing, Marcus. I can't. I don't have the voice changer. I can't do it. Bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
My Weekender Bender, son.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
All right. So I got Kennedy because I cannot say his last name
There you go.
at minus 700. I got Battle at minus 188. I got Tuivasa at minus 110. $10. 35.80.
There you go. It's a nice little safe one.
Let's go.
I got a slightly more risky one because I have a method victory in mind.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but the other I have 4-leg parlay. 3 of them are money lines. One's a method. First one kicking off Thiago Moises, and this is my lock versus Mitch Ramirez, and he's at minus 390. That's my lock.
Oh, I'm sorry. My lock was Battle. Battle.
Okay, I like it. So all right, so I had Thiago Moises minus 390, and then I have a Gerald Mearsart by submission at plus 120. Now that is a risky bet because it could very well go to decision. I see Mearsart edging the decision, but I'm gonna go with him getting the sub because Brian Barberina is known to get caught in some submissions, and he has in 2 of his last 3 fights gotten caught in submissions, and Mearsart is a submission master. I got him at plus 120, and then as well as you, I have Brian Battle getting it done. I had the money line when I put the bet in. It is at minus 174, and I also have Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa at minus 112. $10 payout. Wager is going to be $82.
Let's get it.
82.
Paper.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this one.
Now, my long shot of the weekend is the Red Wings over the Sabres because for whatever reason, the Sabres have owned them in like the last 17 games.
Ooh.
But the Red Wings at a plus 220. I got Man City at a minus 400. Bayern Munich at a minus 800. $10 wins me $45 for my other weekender bender. Let's go.
There it is.
Let's go.
Make some money. Hey, let's not be missed by one this weekend.
Let's make some paper.
Huh? We both missed by one last weekend, and it was fucking brutal. And I'd won my first UFC parlay 2 weeks ago. Maybe we'll just throw that. Maybe we'll just throw that in right there just for fun.
Some Friday music here for you. Love that. I love that. Let's get it. Code Red, thank you for your fucking time.
Hey, it's been a blast, as always.
Absolutely. Now,
talking some shit is my favorite thing to do.
It's the only thing to do, son. That's the only thing to do on a Friday night. When you're the blue collar, make your mama holler.
Working all week. We had nothing else to do on a Friday night but drink and talk some shit about sports, huh?
And then guess what? We're gonna gamble like fucking degenerates the rest of the weekend.
Not too much. Just a little bit.
Just the rent.
What? Cheers, buddy.
Code Red. Hey, thank you for your time, sir. Will you drink without me? First of all,
we leaned in. I leaned in, and cheers. That's not my fault. You didn't drink. Hey. I'll finish it. There it is.
Have a good weekend, folks.